All right, guys, we're getting down to business now. We're going to be putting out a coyote set. I'm intentionally trying to catch a coyote with this. So we are. The last video you saw me putting a cubby set for a bobcat back there on that hill, and the road that you saw in that video is right there with my cart. I don't know if you can see my cart down there, and that road comes out right there. Okay, and there's always tons of coyote tracks right there, coyote tracks, bobcat tracks. So I'm just thinking that they're going to be working this big field right here, pine thicket, pine thicket, and I'm in a corner. Okay, I'm in the corner of it. And I think they're going to be working this corner right here. So we are going to put in a set right here. I'm going to put my lure. We're going to use this clump of grass kind of like as our backing. Okay. Got this piece of broken tree here. Everything looks pretty good. I'm going to put my lure back here. I'm going to put a hole in there going at an angle. Okay, because you got to think how a dog or animal's standing. It needs to be at an angle so they can look down in there. It ain't gonna be like us standing 5-6 feet off the ground. They're down here, their head's down here, and they want to be able to see in that hole that, and you're trying to imitate that, replicate something has stashed something there. So a coyote's gonna come by, they're gonna see that hole, and they're gonna catch a scent of something. And they're gonna be like, okay, another coyote's come through here and buried something here. A fox is coming through here and buried something here. A coyote is a thief. So you gotta think like a thief. They're gonna wanna try and steal whatever, animal that they think has been buried, piece of meat or something has been buried right there. So we're gonna put our bait back there, and we're gonna put, probably gonna put my trap right here. You don't want your trap directly in front of the hole, right? Because the animal, his feet, probably, I don't know, 8 inches apart, something like that, 6 inches apart. So you want your trap to be kind of offset of what your bait hole is, okay? So you got this grass poking up right here. They're not really gonna work it coming across the top, right? You got this blocking back here. So again, just kind of like our cubby set there, we want to try and get them animals to work the front of our set. Okay, so I'm gonna dig my bed out, put my trap in, and get my bait in the hole, and I'll walk y'all through that. Okay, trap is bedded. One good thing about that clay, you poke it around that trap right there, and it don't go nowhere. I mean, that is solid. So that's bedded pretty good. And now we're gonna take my dry dirt and cover it up, and I'll show y'all that. All right, got it covered up. I'm gonna put my bait hole back here, and get my bait in the hole, and then I'm gonna try and blend this in some more, and I'll show y'all that when I get done. All right, guys, that is a complete set, and there's names for all these different kinds of sets. I can't remember exactly what it is. This may be a dirt hole set, might be what they call it, because obviously we put a hole back there to make it look like another critter has come along and buried its snack and left it there to come back another time. And the coyote, being the thieves that they are going to hopefully pick up on the scent of that liver right there and come check that out. So we got this big clump of grass right here. That's pretty high off the ground, that grass is. So we know they're not going to come from the back. Okay, and it wraps around. I know they're not going to come from the side. Okay, you got this trash wood over here, old limb. We got some debris poking up. right here, okay? So for them to look down in that hole, okay, and I did it at an angle, and I put that lever down there. For them to look at that hole, they've got to come up in here and work that set. And my trap is right there. And this is the part where you're supposed to use 2 different gloves. Comes into play because, and it's not really about your scent that you're trying to cover up. It is the scent, the gloves that you have on when you're dealing with the bait. You do not want to use those same gloves to put your trap in, because coyotes are going to smell your bait, the liver, on the trap. You don't want no attention brought to that trap. You want all the attention back here on that hole. So that's it. We got one in, and we're gonna find a spot. We got 3 more to do. I have 3 traps left. I'm gonna try them somewhere else. But this is the plan. Ideally, they're gonna come out down there. I believe they're working this stand of pines right here, this thicket. And it wraps around. We're in the corner of this field, old cornfield. Boom. And coyotes have excellent sense of sight. They have some good smell. I believe, because I've got it mounded up a little bit, that dirt right there, I believe just that dirt mounded up like that is going to trigger the theft response that a coyote has. And it's going to come, if it can see it, it's going to come from way over there. And it's going to hopefully smell that liver down in there. And hopefully we'll have us a coyote right there. But there's where my trap's at. And there's our set. All right, we're going to go do the next one. All right, guys, prime example that I want to show y'all. And this is exactly what I was trying to copy on my set that you just saw me make, okay? This is where an animal has come along and buried whatever snack down in that hole, right? I'm trying to get where y'all can see my shadow ain't no way. So I'm gonna show you the perspective from the road, okay? So, tracks up and down this road right here, okay? This is a game trail that you see going up through here. Kind of does a little split, and then it goes right up that hill, and then there's a big creek on the other side of this. So you walk up here, and that is where you see that dirt hole at. So coyote, maybe fox, don't exactly know. Don't really matter what did it, but coyotes work these sets. A coyote will see that, and he will know that something buried food right there, and it's going to come check it out. So this must be kind of old, because I don't see any real fresh tracks. That right there looks like an old paw print. Not exactly sure, but if I was to make this, my trap would be right here, somewhere right here, okay? Because you got to think, its head and nose is down in that hole, and its feet's going to be on either sides where it's digging out. So that's what we just did when we set that first coyote trap, and there's a prime example of what we were trying to replicate right there. Okay, guys, we're getting the last one in the ground. The second one I did was just another one just like the first one, you know. It was at the base of a clump of grass. And yeah, so I'm on my 3rd one, but this last one, this one I'm doing different. And I've seen people on YouTube do it this way. I'm not exactly sure what they call this. It might be a step down set, if I remember correctly. So we got a dirt hole, right? But I've dug a trench, a bigger trench, right? And that right there in itself, since I don't have no backing or anything, the lowered step down right here is what's going to create the backing. The animal can't see down in that hole. Remember, they want to see down in that hole because they think something else is buried, something good down in there. So they're wanting to check that out. They cannot check it out standing at it on the side. They can't get in there. They're thinking that an animal before them has stood right here and dug this hole out to bury something in there. So I've come back where their muzzle's going to be, where their nose is going to be, and right in here should be where they put their feet. And you want this to look out of place. I think that is the goal from the guys I've seen on YouTube. You want this to be kind of showy. You want, if a coon, so this is a ridge right here, okay? This ridge goes all the way around and goes all the way around right here, and there's a road right behind me. There's a road over there. There's my cart. So this is a natural ridge, and right over there is another green field and another set of roads, okay? So this is just a natural ridge, and all this is low. All that's low. This ridge right in the middle, guarantee you coyotes are walking this so they can see down both sides, and they know that they got an easy path of travel once they get to either side because there's roads here, right? So if a coyote is up on this ridge right here, I want him to see this big old pile of dirt. You're not gonna be able to tell that good, but there's just a mound of dirt right here. I want them to be able to see that something got dug up right here. And I'm gonna put liver down the hole again, put some sardines down there too, some sardine juice, and hopefully we'll have us some coyotes when we come back. I'm pretty excited. I feel good about it, and fingers crossed, we're gonna see. All right, let's get this one knocked out. I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, there it is. So I think it's called a step down dirt hole set or something like that, but it's a trench right there that I've dug, so they can't work it from the back or the sides. We got the hole, the bait hole right there. We got our bait down in there, and then for them to get in there to check that out, they got to come from the front, and they're going to see all this dirt right here, I hope, and think that another critter has come along and buried something right there. And they're going to come along and they're going to try and steal it. And when they go to work it, hopefully they're going to step on my pan right there. So we will see. That's going to be a wrap for us, guys. I'm going to pack all my stuff up and call it a day. And we're going to see how successful we are in the near future, I hope. But all right, we'll see y'all next time.